Former Buffalo Bills punter Matt Araiza has been all but cleared of the disturbing allegations he faced about 10, 11 months ago of gang rape, which led him to being released by the Bills on August 27th, 2022, one day after the lawsuit became virally public. Buffalo drafted him in 2022, and at the time they claimed that they were aware of a pending case or some kind of complaint against him, against Araiza, but then they denied it aggressively when the allegations became very popular and incredibly disturbing and viral. So after 10, 11 months of the investigation, it became public that just for a little background for people who wasn't familiar with the case, but Matt Araiza was a punter, and in college he was allegedly accused of luring an intoxicated 17-year-old girl into a bedroom at a party where other guys were there, and then supposedly an alleged gang rape went down that involved Matt Araiza and a couple of other guys from the party. So, however, after in a 10, 11-month conclusion, they just concluded that Araiza had actually left the house about a half hour prior to the alleged rape and when it occurred. Authorities then say that there were sex tapes from that night, from the incident itself, and not only the incident that actually occurred, Araiza was not present in the room. As I stated, he wasn't even at the house. He'd been gone for a half hour, and this just came out.
Right.
And what they learned upon this, viewing the sex tapes, that the sex was actually consensual with this woman and multiple guy partners. So now everybody was so quick to crucify the man because lately it feels like in society, you're not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent. And that's why a lot of these things we talked about, especially when we talked about Jonathan Majors, that you can't just jump to conclusions before we're so quick to condemn somebody before they've had their day in court, bro. Like, I'm sure everybody's heard about this. What'd you think about this, bro?
Man, it's crazy situations, man, you know, because you got a young girl, you got a minor doing that stuff or whatever, acting wild in the party or whatever. So she shouldn't even be there in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why parents nowadays or whatever always trying to check on their kids, and you know what I'm saying, especially younger or whatever. You want to be fast, you want to live fast and stuff like that. It's not time for that stuff, man. You don't know what type of people these guys are. Luckily this guy wasn't around, but even though you knew this stuff was happening or whatever, you should have said something. You should have talked to those guys. You should have been like, hey man, this is not it. This girl seems young. She's you know what I'm saying, like she's disoriented. Hey man, leave that girl alone, man. Let that girl go on about her business. You know what I'm saying? That's what real friends and true friends do in situations like that, man. There's no time for no party or nothing like that or whatever. When somebody's drunk, man, that's rape regardless. You feel me? If she's consensual or not, she's not in her right mind. So just that part or whatever, like you still got to play a part in that stuff or whatever. Being a guy that's known and freaking like, people love you. People look at you as almost like a hero or something. You know what I'm saying? Coming from your school. So just that in itself or whatever is crazy to me, man. So you just got to make sure that you got to handle your circle or whatever, man. You got to talk to people, whatever, because saying nothing is just as bad, you know, as freaking being in the act itself. So you got to say something. That's my biggest thing on that or whatever. So hopefully everything goes well with these people in this case or whatever, but definitely not no young girls, man. You know what I'm saying? But they probably didn't know, and she drinking and stuff or whatever. They probably had no idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a crazy situation all over the board, bro. So, you know, when people drinking and stuff or whatever, they're not in their right mind. She's not in her right mind, you know, so it's just a crazy situation, bro.
So certain witnesses, because they talked to, you know, shitload of witnesses that were there, people at the party, investigators and authorities taking statements. There was a lot of witnesses that said that she had lied to everybody, saying that she was 18. Obviously, she was intoxicated. There's a lot of people probably under 18 or not, but I mean, a lot of people under 21 that were there at the time. So, drinking. You know, young people drink. That's what college kids do. We get that. However, there was also multiple sources that said that she was actually walking around, like specifically being a thotty, like going and like luring a dude to have sex with him, like straight up telling them out, hey, are you gonna me? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't, then you're You know what I'm saying? Like they,
Right, right, right.
just stuff like that. Like one of them
Mhm.
basically acting like one of them chicks that was at the party back in the day who was always too drunk and doing
Mhm.
the most
Hot
obnoxious.
girl. Mhm.
Come on
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Basically being a thotty out here bragging, go sleep with a dude. Then she came back, told somebody that I just slept with him. And then she did
Right.
it again with another dude. And then obviously she was caught on tape. You know, the authorities have the sex tape of her engaging in consensual sex with multiple guy partners in this bedroom where the
Right.
supposed
Mhm.
gang rape gang rape occurred that, you
Right.
know, implicated Araiza from the get-go. So
Mhm.
this is tricky, man. I just think this is more
Bro,
about a
it's
young girl
hella.
having too much, trying to have too much fun, do the most. You know,
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
all this is true, then I kind of it's terrible he had to get accused. But I'm glad that she wasn't gang raped. If all this is true, even though she made up the story, she needs to be prosecuted though, because that's against the law too. You just cost this man money. You cost this man his job and his
Right.
potential future. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So if this is true, it's good that
Exactly.
she was not raped. However, she needs to be charged and convicted for her crimes of damn near of slander, ruining this man, dude. Like you've
Right.
brought crazy damage to this man's career. He might not ever get a job again, even though they
Right.
proved his.
Still. Mhm. Exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know where you go from here, but hopefully Matt Araiza gets another chance. I wanted to touch on that for a minute because that's tough. And I remember when all this came to light, the news people, man, you go on Twitter, you go on
Eating them
Facebook,
up.
people were ripping
Eating
into
him
this
up.
dude. Man,
Right.
they were ripping into this dude like a
Pedo
homeless man
this
on
and all
Thanksgiving
that, man.
at a
What? Come
dinner,
on.
bro.
Right.
Man,
Mhm. For
like
real.
just before the man could even say one word, have his day in court, like it's just crazy how all that works now, man. But
Right.
like I said, that's why we were so quick. That's why you took your position when we talked about Jonathan Majors last week.
Right.
Don't be
Mhm.
so quick. You know, you said you're gonna ride with this dude till they prove that he did
Got
something
to.
bad, you know, because
Got
that's
to.
no, that's essentially what we're supposed to do. Not
Mhm.
necessarily ride with somebody or, you know, be on the bandwagon, but like basically don't think no different of the person until they
Right.
are
For real.
proven
I'm
there's
I'm definitely
evidence,
neutral. Right.
strict
Definitely.
evidence proving
Mhm.
they're in the wrong. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. For real.
just something we all got to keep in mind in today's day and age. It's crazy because you're not innocent until proven guilty. You are guilty until proven innocent this day and age. So
Exactly. And for all my young people out here, man, if something is too fast or something is too easy, bro, it's not good for you, man. So for real, think twice about certain situations and stuff like that, because that shit can be life changing.
exactly. And if you do go through with it and you're stupid anyway, wrap it up, bro.
Believe it.